that all that exists is this one unfathomably huge and confluent breath that is inhaled beyond itself from deep, deep within itself. It seems to me that all that exists is one single, unintelligible word that, sung but once unto itself, resounds forever, unstoppably forever. On that astral bridge of a gaze, between the black holes of both of our irises, where time has no space to spread out its foolish maps, where stillness is the only motion, and silence is the only sound. The coiled thread of our flesh is unwoven and drawn up from the well of ourselves, back to the maternal womb, our stories to be spun anew. All I perceive leaps from my chest like birdsong, realizing its physicality before me. Spinning a damp web of ingestions into the constellations of my dreams, whereto my spirit ways where my body sleeps. And under that veil, there is such a light, so as to make me forget whatever I thought eyes were. The sound is Uganda. The feels of euphoria. My mind aligns with everything at her points. And when I awaken, the reverie persists in the form of all of you. And I chuckle, loving, at the familiarly foreign accents of your own persistent dreams to swim within their sound until it becomes the song that I sing. Wrapped so in the unsayable, as people's pitch punctuates the irises' floral odyssey. As Gossamer Harper weaves her fingers into the folds of the ear, as this, that, and the other go making love while we're not looking, for the sake of all of the scene. Do you see all of the scene? How could one begin to describe the wellings up of the overflowering soul? What could a hand hope to hold the straw of the Adel chorus that is galloping everywhere on the evening? Ecstatic root upon which every one of my hairs stands, waving upward in praise of your moonswoods and your clouds. Consciousness, oh, you are swimming within my swimming within you. I would call you an ocean, whether not a sky below or a seabed above you or not. I would call you any star, were you not also the cradle of all of their world. I would claim my pulse, my own. Truly not your own murmur, chasing itself throughout itself. I would call my body my being, were I not your locuslessness, so completely and deathlessly and timelessly. I would call my seeing sight, that your eyes not bubble forth from everything and peer back into the center of me. Oh, all that I behold is brilliant with your gazing. Oh, divine, divine, divine love. The true love, the deep love, the unconquerable love, the mystical love, the love that is forever and is all. Soft, fragrant whisper that is my singing, my dancing, my rising, my being. All, and it's full of words you've ever needed. How silently all I feel to put memory in whispering, kissing tongues. Question. A serious question. Find this answer within yourself. Upon whose breast does nuclear oblivion suckle for its peace? Upon whose breast does nuclear oblivion suckle for its peace? Everything is recoiled in majesty, its main flow whipping uncountable arms, its faithful maw lusting its roar, snatching itself up in love-making digestions where it re-becomes itself. It is the borderless land wherein there is no nation, no country, no name. It is the supple flesh yearning within the sea for the horizon of the ovum. It is the wordlessness of the speechless, the laughter within sorrow, the joy beyond despair. It is the vortex in stillness, the fullness of emptiness, the tumultuous clamor of silence, the death I knew before this flesh was born. I am the desolation that your loneliness cries. Black are my robes, pitch, absorbing all and covering all, covetously. Death, many call me, but I am better felt in the contemplation of fog, who lays damp on the morning, while most eyes dream, draped in a heavy ivy which is fashioned after my fingers' thick silence and shrouding. Love too am I, oh yes, love too am I. Try to inhale my air, without singing me into your soul. There wing I within that breath, crescendoing upward to be you, whom are your being. Love, oh yes, love. Love far greater than the island that feels like the cavity of your chest, greater than your mistaking the endless ocean about you for a fence. My love is that islandness, unraveling into the weave and warp of all of eternity. In the depth of your isolation, I am climbing toward a summit where we can stand alone together within you. Once there, oh, I am the ground beneath your feet, the path you've trailed, and everything beyond imaginable comprehension that explodes and sprawls endlessly around your deathlessness. My child, oh, suck in that air. When next your eyes begin to close, I will be your mother's warmth, lulling you past the urge to rail against the closing slumber into that dream that you will be, in that place that they call tomorrow. Not too long ago, it was raining, so I ran outside with my head flung back in ecstasy. Not my own, but that of everything around me, drinking up the sky. And my heart was flying my arms wide to throw itself forth from my chest upward through all of the tears of joy descending from the sky. Or was it my face, my true face? Skies, open up and overwhelm upon me. Strike me, oh lightning, consume my spine. May my death peal out in climax that I'll mistake for thunder. May all that is left of me when I am gone be the smell of the rain long after it is fallen. This dream, and in this dream I am a tree. I am most assuredly a tree, whose branches sprout deep below the soil, and whose roots exalt toward the sky. And what birth and death amount to is the place where those yearnings bend back into one another in recognition, to make lovers of themselves. Every thought I have is the billion people within my mind thinking through each other's schema. Every word I speak is the depth and breadth of all languages, lacking timelessly within me through one mouth. The distance between any 2 points can be traveled motionlessly, like unaccepting the concept of distance. The distance between any 2 times is this very moment, this very moment, this very moment. When I turn off my eyes, any frequency of light can see me. When I turn off my ears, any frequency of sound can hear me. Surely, my skin is the entire black blanket of deep space. And the stars must be the love that extends through my pores, enveloping everything within me that simply mistakes itself outside of me. Deathless, I have died every death. Within my uterus, I am eternally becoming. My spirit leaps eternally with such cacophonous joy that I simply cannot recall how my body could possibly unlearn the tears of its own effulgence, of love, of compassion, of oneness, of being an infinitesimal articulation of the infinite blessing that is God breathing within all things, or whatever you would call God, or whatever all that is. What with the boundlessness of the holy and overwhelming moment, whose amaranthine glow possesses every last trace, I think that the first lungful of breath at the beginning of every morning would be enough to destroy me thousands upon thousands of times over with transcendent bliss. Yet here I remain, inhaling the rich exhalations of all good beings, soaking up the ocean of meaning that I'm suspended and lost within. Oh, how I thirst for you, existence! So full, all of your love and all of your suffering, so rich your simplicity, my vision has become a brilliant kaleidoscope of white crystals that explode in hyperbolic holograms in all directions, from all directions, inexhaustibly. If I have one dream, it is to be the very force which called forth my unbeing to become. The innermost stillness asked me, what was before all of this I became? Surely it was a mountain that existed nowhere, whose conception grew upward into all of this. All of this is a mountain. Before there was even a word for it, it is a mountain. Oh, I feel the presence beam from everything. All is so saturated with it. All is so saturated with it as if to recall myself, calling to myself from it. And then there I am. Proclaiming I am. With a foundry within, it overflows with starbirth. It cannot help but overflow. All there is to me is this swaying, gazing, being, and the many ways it sings. As if there are only ways to be the saying of its name. You are that. 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 And you who most assuredly are not are that. I hear within every one of us a sound that is the entirety of it speaking, the entirety of it singing. Within every one of us is that sound. I hear it. Listen, try, listen. Listen. Oh, listen. Oh, if you're not deafened by this, then cast off your names. Cast off your identities. Cast off your memories. Cast off everything you know. And swim down within your nakedness until you ascend from the next room. Until you ascend from the next room and hear your mother's heartbeat again at your chest. I am. And when I am gone, what will be left of me? Springtimes that bloom on planets that I've never seen before. A star burns in the furthest reach of space. If I write, it is not to extend myself beyond my body's years or beyond others' recollections of me. I write to extend all self beyond the context of individual memory, beyond corporeality and conceptions of time, to remind all being within the marrow of all spines. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? I write to draw the morning inward from outside your mind beyond what you may have thought was a shadow or a horizon. I cannot conceive what those words can possibly mean. I write to be the welling tears in your smiling heart when the deja vu of being alive embraces you completely for the unsayably countless time. I write to be the death within the lovemaking, the life within the water, the rest within the slumber, the warmth within the gathering, the peace within the comfort. These things I am infinitely, more and before any of the identities that I have ever gone by. Don't you feel the vast swelling, singing from your chest, upward through so many oceans sleep, echoing undeafeningly through you? Don't you feel that? It is all that I feel. And when I lay myself finally down to slumber, I will yawn myself into the vast and star-filled night, and I will lay her skirts as sheets over my fetal recursion until a light grows within my pupils that becomes what I someday know to be the sun. I will awaken to have once again forgotten my name, as we all do, until it is resplendent enough about me to be beyond self-evident.